Hi, good morning. My name is Leslie Uppinghouse. I'm one of the horticulturists here at the Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center. And today I want to talk to you about bluebonnets. Right now we are in the first week of May, and if you're in Central Texas, your bluebonnets look a little something like this. At this stage, we get a lot of questions here at the center about what to do now with your bluebonnets. So you have a couple of different options, but one of the things you want to consider is if you're planning to keep your bluebonnets in the location, like this is a meadow and we want these to seed out, then you would want, if you can, to let the bluebonnets get good and ugly. These are the seeds of the bluebonnets. They're in a big bean pod and they get to ripen by the rotting of all of this foliage. So you're going to have a better bluebonnet display next year if you let your bluebonnets get ugly, 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 and you wait until these seed pods open up. This seed pod isn't quite done, but as you can see, it gets brittle, and in nature they will pop open and fly out like little pieces of popcorn. So before you pull your bluebonnets, you want to make sure to see these seed pods open up strong and throw their seed. At that point, you can just reach into the plant after the seeds have thrown, and they have a very shallow root system, and you just yank them out and pull them out. Now, one of the issues that people have in more formal garden settings is you'll have other plants that are going to be blooming through the summer, and they may need some light and some room, and the bluebonnets are smushing them. So if that's the case, you can pull them early, but you would never remove the seed pod from the foliage, and you could lay it out on the pavement and let them dry in that format. You're not going to get quite the best maturity in doing this, but it will save your understory plants that are coming up in the summer. So if you can, it's best to leave them until they open up on their own, but if you need to remove them so those plants underneath can get lots of light and they don't get too leggy, you can pull them, lay them on either a carpet or a sheet or some pavement and let those dry out, and then you can collect your seed. That's your tip today. Thanks.